Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome to BBL. Episode 2.
2.
Now I know it's been a long time coming, guys, but life be lifing.
Life be lifing. Children be children and
Chillering. Just be chillering. But we're back and we're here and we're at Painting with a Twist in Hampton. We are in a long journey to unbig our backs.
absolutely unbigging our backs, which is why we are at Painting with a Twist, because if we're in the process of unbigging backs, sitting down and having brunch
It's
just didn't seem. We are expanding our minds and being creative in a space that I personally love painting. My girl here's trying something new.
Blank canvas.
Blank canvas on you.
And this blank canvas is going to represent us in blooming season because we're painting sunflower
on red.
Yeah, that's the vibe. Represents us blooming and growing as women in life.
And
stuff.
And working on ourselves in transition, and not necessarily transition into like, I don't know. I can't
To
really
be better.
To be just transition
It's a better
to be
version
better.
of yourself. That's all. We're gonna go ahead and start. So, what are some of the challenges that you have been facing in life? You know.
So to be honest, we were actually on our way to record episode 2, maybe a couple of weeks after we premiered our first episode. The problem was, typically how we prepare for our episode is we go out, we discuss what things we need, how we feel like how our, I guess, attire should be, aesthetics and everything like that. We had the aesthetics, we had everything under control. And then we were like, we don't need to go out to find anything else this time. We have stuff at home. I'm like, yeah, we do. Day of, we were ready. We were on there. We had a time, we had a place, we had a date and everything set up. And my big crybaby Tim literally sat in the closet and was like, this is crazy. I really, at that moment, I think I finally realized that I probably was going through a postpartum situation and had no idea, to the point where I was comfortable. If I say I'm going to go out and buy myself something to wear or something to go, I'm buying sweatpants and a t-shirt, a graphic t-shirt, and throwing on. And we discussed that on our last episode, but that was just keying to me until I actually realized, bro, this is your life. So I really just felt like I needed to take a step back, and I needed to collect my thoughts and get my mind together and just really dig into who I feel like I am now, outside of being a mom and, just being better. So me and Brandy took some time, which I'm greatly appreciative for, because there was no oh my God, girl, you're not doing it wasn't none of that. It was just I totally understand, let's just figure this out. So
We just did girl time.
Yeah, girl time, weekends in a row, and that time just meant so much to me, because I'm just we don't have to do this, we don't have to focus on anything else. Let's just go and get our minds together, find out who we are now, what we want to be, what time that we need to ourselves, what we want to do in our spare time, and just go from there. So that time, the 2 months that we have, was it 2 months?
About 2 months.
Almost there, 2 months. We have been to spas, we have been out, we have been...
Can't wait for the next one.
We've been outside.
We were outside.
And so much so, we spent how many hours did we spend at the spa? 5?
No, it was 6 hours, a whole shift.
A whole work shift. And we was there, and the time just was not a thing to us. And I really needed that. I know Brady needed that, but I needed that. So I'm thankful for the time that we spent away from focusing on this. But this is a project that we're both passionate about, and want to make sure that other people are out there that are going through the same things that I personally realized that I was going through, that they can find themselves and know that it's okay and there's a way to get out of it, and we're here to help y'all. So sometimes even if y'all want to come hang.
Absolutely. For me, in that process of what she was going through, I was really I was going through another transition. I had got my own place. And I was commuting at the time and still in the journey of finding myself. In the midst of it all, I realized healing is like a never-ending
It's a never-ending journey.
And it like never really, there's like, you reach like a place where you're like, oh yes, I'm like living in a prayer, or I'm like, you know, I'm in a situation where I prayed for this, you know, and then something else triggers another aspect. You can be like, oh wow, I need to do a little bit more healing, or I need to do a little bit more soul searching. So that was pretty much what happened when I moved into my new place. It was a lot of healing that I didn't get to do while living with my family due to the circumstances of the family emergency. So I think when I moved into my place, that like really, I was like, oh shoot, okay, you know, like doing everything on my own as a newly mother that's single, because I definitely have a good co-parenting partner, but I'm still single in the process. So that was like a learning journey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it made me realize like this is like not going to ever stop. I'm not going to ever be in control. You know, it's really a matter of trusting God in the process. So I think that's really been my journey. Like, okay, you know what? I'm not really in control.
It's a lot of time, and I feel like it's a lot of giving yourself like grace, because you have like an everyday life that you just are on the go 24/7. You have your normal schedule, and you just feel like anything outside of that is unnecessary because you already have life, and you already have your schedule. You already have too much going on with everything that you have to do. Taking time for yourself just seems secondary. But the fact that I've been able to do that over these past couple of months and just like have the space to be able to do that, I'm so thankful for it, and a friend to do it, because
I'm making faces because y'all, if y'all can see what I'm trying,
it's so beautiful.
I'm really trying here. I'm really trying. But you know what? I think when I paint it, it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a nice.
It's gonna be
vibe.
a little abstract.
Yours look like what it said it should be how it should do and go. Mine's improv. We improvising over here.
But it don't gotta be exactly like it.
No? Okay. So that's where we've been for the past 2 months. So we want to get back to showing the girls that no matter how many times you gotta fall, get back up, fall, get back up.
If you don't feel like yourself, that's okay. Like, just take the time to make sure you're good, because if you're good, everything else or everyone else around you ain't gonna be good. And I'm just blessed that I have the space, the opportunity, the people who are supportive with for our vision, and to like my mental health. And I'm pretty sure, as y'all know, like being a mom, if your mood ain't right, or if you're not right, I'm pretty like, at least that's how it works in my home. I feel like the way that I operate, the mood that I carry around the house, like everybody's attitude and mood will be based off of mine. So if I'm walking around the house moping, then I feel like my kids gonna be like, well, Maya's mommy like that, or like maybe my man's is just like, well, what's going on? So everybody's gonna be concerned about me, to the point, because I'm not usually like that, to the point where it's just like concerning. So yeah,
you gotta pour into yourself, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that's something that I'm definitely learning on the daily. And even when I do feel selfish, because there are times where I do be like, oh my god, like, should I be doing this? Should I be making more time for my kid? Even though I may have, like, you know, my whole entire schedule is derived around him, I have to tell myself that I need this time. I need my time to function as a functioning woman, or as a mother, or in your case as a wife. And for me, just as a woman in general in society, there's no way that I can pour into my family that is very important to me right now if I don't have my girl time. And I think within those 2 months, like that showed me that too. Like, you need that.
Like, you need that time. Some time where it's like unplanned. You wake up, like I can go like a week and I'll be like, what's going on?
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Because you across the water.
Hello.
What are you doing over there? Is everything okay?
Remember me? You know, and it's not like it's not too much. It's not nothing. But it's just like that's. Everybody knows that we've been like really close our high school years, but as an adult, when we decided to do this again, I feel like we hopped right back into it. And like no time left, but now we've gotten to learn the adult versions of ourselves and still channel into our childlike.
I love coming together because that gives me the opportunity to just be childish because I have to adult all the time.
All the time.
I don't want to all the time. So when I have an opportunity to be myself, and I love people that allow me to do that, okay? That's what we want BBL to be. So that's why, we want it to be authentic. We don't want it to be like a planned, like, hi, hello, welcome to BBL. Live talk. And
today's episode will be brought to you by...
like, no. Depends. Depends.
Something. I mean, we getting up there. We're gonna have them one day. Might as well start sponsoring them now.
Jesus. Hey, depends. Holla at me.
I might need a little diaper in about a couple years.
Intermission. Here's my... Oh, that looks terrible.
Actually, I think it looks nice. I think that you can paint it.
Like, and it'll come together. Right now, it doesn't look like much, but it's gonna come together, guys. Bear with me. Okay?
I think once you paint it, it'll be good.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm doing, though. You see my vision?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look childish, right?
So painting is like a mind release thing for me. I did used to paint a lot. B Brown girls. I did used to paint them. I don't really paint anymore because I feel like it's not me. I love painting, but
I'm sorry.
Stop.
There was something in my eye.
You know what? There
was something in my eye. I'm sorry.
So I feel like in my head, what I was painting was not for me. I feel like I was painting those things because I wanted my daughter to see herself in color, herself on artwork, and anybody else that I've ever done a painting for. I felt like I wanted to bring life into a child, to see themselves on a painting, on a canvas, and to be beautiful. So painting is like my little escape, but I kind of steered away from it because my kid got older and she didn't really want that stuff anymore. So once she lost interest in it, I was just like, I did it for you, so I'm just about to like not do it. But I'm glad we decided to do this because I feel like I'm tapping back into something that I actually really like doing.
Yeah. And this is definitely therapeutic as I paint. And as a creative, I don't know, as a woman in general, I just feel like we just possess so many emotions and different moods. It is so important that we have outlets. We need outlets because if not, we can really get consumed by things that are completely out of our control as nurturers. And back to the girl time. And that's with any woman in any place in life. A single woman, a wife, a girlfriend, a partner, or just a woman out here trying to figure it out. You need an outlet that you can pour your nurturing spirit and love and energy into, because if not, you get lost in that, and we think we're supposed to pour that nurturing spirit into others, which we are, but we oftentimes forget ourselves. Yeah, like
we're like the last on our list, and it really shouldn't be that. And it's not selfish for you to put yourself first or to think about yourself. Every time that I feel like I want to go do something, I always think about, but did my kids do something? Did my kids do this? Like, or should I be experiencing this with them instead of somebody else? And I just feel like me thinking that, not that you shouldn't always put your kids first, but also make time for yourself.
I agree. And that's something that I'm learning right now too. With still transitioning as a mother that's single. Like,
I feel like you do a good job. Like you bring PR now, and I'll be going places and stuff.
But my son is like such an introvert. Even just when I try to, like, today, hey, you want to go, da-da-da-da. Or yesterday, we went and did our thing, and, like, he'll do that occasionally, but after that, honey, he's...
I want to go on.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good, Mom.
Yeah, that's
like,
my daughter, too. My son, he be ready out. He want to be
his go
child.
time.
Yeah. But my daughter, I don't know. I think it's also that in between age. You know, kids, like they be wanting to be with their parents. Like, she want to hang out with me, and then sometimes she be like, girl, where are you going and why are you here?
Like, don't you got something to do?
Don't you got somewhere to be?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, girl, but I just want to bug you, and that shit don't be working. They don't care.
I honestly think that for me, like, that's a great way for me to learn. Yeah, because my kid is someone who I know loves me unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I go in there and he gives me like that, you know,
that
look,
look,
Mom? Like, what
that
you need?
look, like, what do you need? And then, but we be giving that same look to them, so it's like, why you can't? And then we be getting in our feelings because the kids be looking at us like that, but we be doing the same stuff.
You did the same thing to him just a couple of minutes ago when he was just trying to come and see
now
what
you
want to
be all up in my face.
Okay. So it definitely, while I'm growing with my child. I'm definitely growing with my kid and seeing boundaries in a way that outside of my ego.
To be honest, sometimes it really be hurting my feelings.
It do.
Because
No,
I'm like, girl,
I'm cool.
I am awesome. And you know your mama cool, your friends like
cool.
me, and then you just like, no. Like this week, she had field day. Do you know she didn't want me to come this year? She didn't want me to volunteer this year because she got friends. All her friends know me. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand why your mama couldn't come chaperone. I don't understand why I couldn't work the concession stand, child. Because I was going to take a day off of work and everything to come out here and make sure you had what you needed. But she said she was okay, and I respect that. You know, but then I'm like, yeah, what you mean? I respect
Okay, girl.
I respect it. I'm just saying.
Right.
What's the problem?
She's her own person. Right. Right. Hey.
No, I'm just saying. Nah, for real. I really don't be caring sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really just be thinking like it's just the mother thing to do.
It just hits you.
Yeah, it's just the mother thing to do to be like, oh my God, let me volunteer because I always do that. And then it's just like you get to a point where you don't want to. But really, I'm kind of glad because that kind of frees up time for me. You know, I don't have to.
Right. More back to the free time.
Yeah, and I be ripping and running, but my problem is like I don't know what to do in my spare time when I'm not ripping and running for the kids because that's what I do. My schedule be like based around theirs. So when I'm not ripping and running for my kids, I don't know what the hell.
That's why I love that we're doing this because this is honestly and like okay, so we're going to the spa again.
We gonna make that a quarterly thing.
Yes, and we're gonna actually record in a manner of like taking you guys with us because last time it was legit escapism.
It was a mind thing. We needed to go.
Yeah.
We needed to go there. It happened to have been around my birthday that put fire under us to just go instead because
she was about to back
I was
out.
about to be like no, and Brandy was like,
Come on. You ain't gotta go far, but we gotta get the hell up out of here.
So I'm so glad that we did. And then my other best friend went with us too. It was so relaxing.
You got to meet her too.
Yeah. She gonna be up here. And she be baking too, so.
Wifey. I want to make brown.
I do too, but I think you should do red and yellow and mix it together a little bit and then do a little bit of this black.
Okay.
Oh, well,
I've negated from that whole entire.
yeah, me too. I just
started freestyling. At this point, I'm see a little bit red. So whoa!
See, I told her to put that apron on. She ain't gonna be happy until it happens. You should just go take another shower. You should have brought that water on.
I can still go get it. Of course, we got some shit. This is my song.
This one?
Hell yeah.
See what I'm doing? See this? See what I got there? Yeah, look.
I'm really testing my color theory here. Love that. What have you been eating? Like, what has been helping you stay on course?
I don't know.
On course.
So what happened? So I was on course, you see, and then I went to Florida And I was like, you cute. And then I got back and I was like, oh, you good. And then I quickly realized that if I'm not consistent, then it's just gonna keep packing on.
Yeah.
So, looking at pictures from Florida, which was only in May, which was only last week, which was only last week, I was just like, girl, you better start that little step stool again. So I was the step stool child. So on my lunch breaks, I'll be going walking. I'll do like 2 or 3 miles. If
You still walk
for me too. Yeah, I'll be walking them all.
Okay.
And then I have this little Stairmaster thing.
Oh, the one that you sit at your desk
that I have in my desk, and I'll just be going up and down. So that really helps me, to be honest. And I don't know. I don't really have a goal, like a body goal. I just want to feel comfortable, be healthy. I don't really have a whole goal. Thick thighs save lives.
And
the wagon be dragging. So
it's gonna drag, baby. And it gets the people going.
Gets the people going.
Gets the people going when you do that.
Gets me going.
Gets the wagon dragging. I'm sure Justin appreciates the wagon dragging.
Love the wagon
as well.
Wagons be dragging.
The wagons be dragging. Okay. But yeah. Okay, so
You've been doing good, girl. You've been good. You've been doing good.
But honestly, you wanna know something? I have not been going to the gym.
Really?
I think it's, when they say like, 85% is what you eat? I think that's really what's been the vibe. Because I'll eat, I'll still eat what I want and what I crave. However, now it's more of a like, I'll just eat it just to knock the craving out. Yeah, like I'll just, I got that craving out, and now I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need it every day. I don't need it excessively, because OCD runs in my family, like overcompulsive disorder, just being really addicted to something. And I realized that about myself too. Like, a girl, I will eat chocolate. If I'm liking chocolate right now, overdo it. That's what we're gonna do for the next month.
It don't even be sweets for me. My problem is lack of eating. I will eat once a day and I'll be fine, but that's not really good, because
how you hold on to it.
Yeah, and I don't know, I have to do better. So I'll be trying to help. It does help me out, eat like little sunflower seeds. I need to be better with like buying little knick-knack snacks and stuff to hold me over, but I'm not a snacker. if I'm gonna eat something, I'm gonna
a meal.
Eat something. I'm not about to snack. I'm not really a snacker.
That's my problem, man. Sweets. That's something else I have to slow down on, because yeah, girl, it's bad. I'll eat a whole row of cookies all by myself.
No.
Yeah. Easy money. Easy. And ponder on another row. I'll ponder on it.
You gotta just, I don't know.
It's the OCD. It's the like, my
it's just one row, or is it you see one row and you gotta be completed?
Like, it's okay. I have to. I can't leave this. Just
not right.
Open.
The other ones are lonely.
I have to eat them as well.
Finish.
Oh, shout out to my sister-in-law. She's starting classes like this for people, but she's doing it in a therapeutic way. Speaking of, shout out to Gab's Art House. She is going to start hosting events like this for people to really tap into this from a therapeutic place. Our outing to do and to tap in to better ourselves, because that is what BBL is.
Yeah, it's really just a mind thing. I feel like once if your mind is good, everything else is gonna flow. I am a strong believer that like if you have a healthy mindset, then everything else will come along with it. And as long as I've been practicing that and keeping that same mindset every day, I feel like my days have been so much better. Yeah. I don't really think that I was in a mode of like being like really depressed. I just think that I was in a mode of being selfless to myself instead of being selfish to myself. And I realized once I started putting myself first that I really did not know how to do that, and then also not feel guilty for putting myself first.
Yeah, can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
Cannot pour from an empty cup. That is something that I am steadily learning. Because sometimes, again, I get wrapped up in like, damn, am I doing enough for others? Is this good enough? Is this, you know, and then when I start questioning myself, that's when I know it's time. Okay, you need to pour in. Okay, you need to go work on, what does Brandy need right now? Because I'm too infatuated, I'm too caught up in what others want from me. Well, really, they probably don't even want that. They just want you to be yourself. Yeah, they just want you present. And you can't be present if you're not present with yourself. And I think people really get caught up in that too, like presence. I know for me, detachment is like, I will detach from a situation so fast.
In a heartbeat.
Listen,
and
too much to handle.
I'm actually fine with just staying in my house. You know, I'm actually fine with that.
This is actually okay.
It's a party. I love it.
This is great for me.
It's fun.
You don't have to like me.
I don't.
I am A-okay. So just learning that is good, is a great mechanism for society, but when it comes to others, presence is important, and understanding that what people want from you is you. So in order to get that, give that to people, you gotta pour into yourself, you know? I'm just gonna tap into this paint here. And we'll tap back in with you guys. We're done, guys.
Here we are. We're done. Took us about
a good little 2 hours to do that.
Good little 2 hours.
But we're done.
But yeah, here's the final result. This was fun and relaxing.
Very relaxing. Thank you guys for joining us. It was
This was very.
We was sipping, but we provided the sipping.
Because it ain't no sipping.
Ain't no sip here, but you know, we brought our own.
I don't know. This was just a vibe. This was really a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Creative. We were kind of in our zone. That's why we kind of stopped recording on the video, because we weren't about to do so much talking. But yeah, here's the end result. This was fun.
I hope the girl talk was enough for you guys. How we talked and we really just poured into these paintings. So I really hope it was helpful. Oh wait, what? I just hope you enjoyed.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys so much. I'm so sorry that it took so long for.
You can see she paints, right?
A little bit.
This is my first one, but we're gonna do more. So just take it easy. But here we are, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And BBL episode 2.
Okay. Before the credits come on, I want to thank my mom.